Hi everyone, welcome to our cooking show, which is a special episode of the Lowdown today. I'm Máté.
I'm Judith.
And we are at Ron's house. And today we are actually going to make blintzik.
Blintzik. What is blintzik, you might ask?
Blintzik is originally a Hungarian Ashkenazi Jewish pancake filled with cottage cheese and raisins.
Which you can see right here.
Oh yeah.
And we have not made this dough. Ron's mother has made this dough, and we will be making pancakes out of it.
It's blessed with the Jewish mom recipe.
Which is what we need right now. So, why are we cooking blintzik on the Lowdown on a random Thursday afternoon in Prague, you might ask?
Why? Why, Judith? Tell us.
Well, this is our personal way of processing trauma, and we are here to bake through the pain. Basically, we are just, finding a little moment of normality in this time. There's many different ways of dealing with trauma and, finding a routine that works for you. And everyone has different experiences in these times. And it's okay to do things that you enjoy and to take care of yourself. And that's why we decided to find this outlet of baking and just be together, because that's the only thing we can do. And we will enjoy it.
Yeah,
so,
let's get into the recipe.
And we're back.
So in the meanwhile, we just made the dough. Yeah. Shout out to Ron and also the filling. And now we are just in the process of cooking
making pancakes.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that. So Judith, there we go.
Past month.
Yes.
Definitely an interesting experience, I would say. As you know, I live in Tel Aviv, and I happened to be in Germany at home on the 7th of October. So I wasn't there, and I haven't gone back since, which has definitely been an interesting experience. It's nice to be with family, for sure. I think that's probably a plus at this time. Well done.
Thank you.
But, it's also tough because it's a completely new routine. It's very disruptive for me. Like, my job is there, my life is there. I don't know when I can go back, if I want to, like, all these different things. So, I think I have a bit of a different experience than maybe a little bit more. Than, like, other diaspora Jews in Europe right now, because I'm supposed to go back to Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And I think it shows that, like, everyone is experiencing this conflict so differently, with, like, all the different facets that you have of, like, Jews living here, Jews living there, Israelis, like, living abroad, stuck there, like, with family, without, it's like everyone's going through, like, different pain and different, just, like, negative emotions, I would say. So it's always interesting to just, like, speak to people about how they're experiencing it. And
I think people feel pain differently, and I think people process it differently as well.
You can.
And I think one of the things have been cooking for me, where it's just I'm making
Evidently.
and hence the cooking episode, because really making Jewish recipes, I think we can flip because it's gonna burn. You're not a Jewish mom yet, so it's visible,
God forbid.
And so I have been making babka and challah and like staying up.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Yeah, it is sexy.
Thank you. By the way, look at this amazing stand.
We really appreciate a good
Czech innovation at its finest.
Yeah. Praga at its finest.
Praha. I spent the whole train ride over here screaming Praha. So
hoping it doesn't mean anything bad.
Yes, I didn't know actually how to pronounce it correctly. So wait, back to you. Sorry for interrupting you on traumatic experience.
No, that's completely fine. So cooking has been an outlet for me for sure. But I do think that now we are at the point where really we have to continue with our lives, and we really here to show at the same time that life goes on despite.
Right.
Do it. Woo!
Okay, almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Next time.
No, but I agree with you. I think it's very hard to find that balance of like, how much processing do we do, and then when do we get back to just like routine and normality? And it's difficult to find that answer because like it's different for everyone, and how do you even know if it's the right time? Like, you're never gonna feel the same way you felt before. So like, how do you bring back those, I don't know, moments of normality? Like, what are things that you've done other than baking, I guess, during the month?
You know,
to engage with your Judaism.
engage with Judaism.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
in alternative ways that maybe you hadn't before.
I mean, to be honest, like before, I'm not really religious, but I feel
Really?
like
You didn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, I never
I mean,
knew.
the viewers might not know
It's
that.
true.
But since October 7, I feel like my Judaism has also intensified, and also the meaning of Zionism for me has changed.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
stick with the Judaism first. I want to
Okay.
hear about that, and then we can.
Okay, so
move on.
I have been going to the synagogue more.
Okay.
And
Nice.
although, you know, it's more of a community thing for me. Where
Yeah. What
I-
does that do for you? Why?
Well, it's just more comforting to see a lot of Jews who feel the same type of pain, or, you know, have been going through a lot of the same things I have, especially being on campus. And, you know, being in that environment has been super challenging lately.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think just, you know, seeking out the community.
Yeah.
How about you? Did your Judaism change, or?
I mean, I don't know. It's quite interesting because, you know, my everyday routine is different when I'm living in Germany than when I'm living in Israel. I think it's a very different like expression. So it's been one thing to adjust to living in Europe again, and then another to like express your Judaism. I think it's affected it negatively, honestly. Like
Negatively?
I haven't gone to shul. I kind of stopped wearing my Magen David, which is nothing, like I would never usually be afraid of wearing my Magen David out, and now even if you can't really see it like under scarves or whatever, like I don't feel comfortable doing that anymore, and that's very sad for me. And I don't know, I feel like you've done the opposite.
Yeah.
Like for me.
Yeah, on the contrary, I have, you know, started to wear my high necklace that I got from my sister.
And that's amazing. I just,
No, but
I don't know, like I completely can't relate.
yeah,
You know?
I understand though. I think, you know, I keep it hidden though.
Okay.
It's more.
Secret you.
It's more for myself. I feel like it's more
Yeah,
for that feeling of, you know, no, this
Something hidden underneath.
not that. But despite everything, you know, I'm still, you know, proud of being Jewish and etc. And we're back. So the pancakes are done, and now we're gonna fill them with the cottage cheese and raisins.
Yeah.
Coming back to our topic of discussion,
Trauma.
trauma, mental health, Zionism, being
yeah.
a Jew.
Well, all of the above. How have you dealt with your mental health this past month and a bit? What have you done to keep yourself healthy, you know?
I mean, I feel like I started reading this.
Started?
Like,
You don't
I usually,
strike me as a reader.
I am a reader, actually. Fun fact,
how
I
do
have
you?
been reading very smutty
Oh,
books.
my God.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so it's not real literature that you've been reading.
it is real literature, and they are quite extensive, I have to say. A book recommendation is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Very good. By Sarah J. Maas.
Look it up.
Look it up. You know, you're just reading at 4 a.m. and then, you know, I don't know. You know, Judith would know. That's
I've not read these books, so I actually can't relate.
not this
Tell us more
one.
about that, actually.
Not this one, but yeah. What am I doing?
When you make me look at the difference.
But you have to like roll it up.
No, I'm gonna fry mine.
Yes, but you haven't.
What the hell is that?
Have you seen a Blintzik before?
It's not the type of Blintzik I eat.
Ron,
Okay, comment down below which one looks more realistic to you.
this is a Blintzik. That's a crab.
It is a crab. I have never seen that before. Anyway, so
Okay. We have
this is a
different
German
recipes.
Blintzik, this is a Hungarian Blintzik. That's okay. So 4 a.m. smart is your answer to that question.
To my mental.
I mean, I've been
yeah.
doing also a lot of reading, just maybe not that kind. I feel like, being in this world, the one that we both inhabit, is quite a stressful space to be in, I think. I don't know how you've dealt with it, but I feel like a lot of the time there's a lot of pressure to, process your own emotions and deal with whatever's going on, but then also be there for other people. Not just as friends and family and whatever, but like in the leadership roles that we have, with activism and UJS and all the above. Look, this one looks nice, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that looks more like mine now, but it's whatever. I think it's hard to deal with everything at the same time because you don't want to get burnt out and you're doing so much at the same time. You're caring for other people, maybe more than for yourself. And then it's hard to take that step back and be like, wait, I need to look after myself as well, not just my community. And I think a lot of people would relate to that. Because it's, you want to do and you want to help, but you ultimately feel helpless.
Right. And I think that many diaspora Jews have been dealing with that feeling of, unable to do anything about the situation right now, just being stuck and eventually being burnt out. And I think that's why many are finding now new outlets, whether that be cooking or being more involved in your community.
Or deleting, social media. I've done that for I've been tempted to do that a few times, and I have deleted it for weeks at a time, because I think it's just so much. It's not that I don't want to see the news. It's it's just too much, and I don't want to spend my whole day thinking about it. But it's hard enough to deal with the situation that I don't need it slapped in my face all the time.
Yeah. And seeing your friends, posting.
Yeah, literally, I think I open Instagram and, except for my non-Jewish friends posting, my whole feed is just conflict, war, pain, victims, I don't know, all these things that at a certain point, I just can't see it anymore.
Right.
So I've actually been very happy the past week not having Instagram.
Yeah.
And just living life in a little bit of a bubble, I can read the news outside of it, but I don't need to see Instagram all the time.
Right.
Or Twitter, whatever it is. So yeah, don't get burnt out, people. It's not good for you.
Yeah, thanks for the advice.
Easy advice, I know, yeah. It's really, just don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's my advice.
Thank you.
And that is that's a tiny little Blintzik that came out of that.
That's cute.
That was the beginning, the first one, that got ruined. But anyway. I want to ask you a final question. 2 things. What is something you're grateful for in the past month that's happened to you, that you've done anything?
I think first I'm thankful for UJS, for the community.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Oh yeah.
The Lowdown podcast and
Subscribe.
UJS official. Drop a like.
Drop a like, drop a comment.
And yeah, the friends. I think it's important to acknowledge that, not everyone is anti-Semitic. So
This is true.
you do have
Our
friends
non-Jewish
around.
friends deserve some praise.
Yeah, not everyone is anti-Semitic. There's a lot of anti-Semitism, unfortunately, but
take this as a lesson, guys.
Yeah.
Not everyone is an anti-Semite.
yeah, please.
And this is a great time to find out.
Yeah, it is. It is. But yeah, I'm grateful for my friends, my community. Yeah.
Same. I think, definitely just brought me so much closer to people. You really see who's there for you, who are your real friends, who's, just there when you need it. And this is one of those times when we really need the support within the community and outside. And I'm really grateful for the unity that, we've shown to each other.
Yeah.
this month.
And my final question, what are you looking forward to this month?
I think it's a bit of a difficult question in these times because we tend to not look forward to things when something like this is going on. But I think regardless, it's important to continue the happy moments. And I'm going on a little weekend getaway with a friend.
Wow.
So
Very
I'm
nice.
excited for that. Yeah, what about you?
I'm excited. Next week I'm hosting a Shabbat dinner. So
Shabbat dinner.
I'm
Ooh.
making cholent, I'm making matzah soup.
Some Jewish
Challah.
mom things.
Yeah, babka, I'm cleaning.
Oh my God.
I really changed. I really changed. Yeah, also we really changed. Well, no,
Joking. Men can cook too.
man can cook and clean.
And on that note,
And they should.
they should. I agree.
Yeah. And
On that note, thank you so much for listening, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little bubble of happiness that we've created in Ron's kitchen, and that you too find your outlet to deal with these difficult times. And we're wishing everyone
safe and happy week, month, and
year ahead,
yeah,
and for better times.
for better times. Thank you so much for watching.
And we're out.